He's a savage. The moment the camera started rolling, I was expecting that stuff, but 안녕하세요, what is up, that's Quack Quack, David, and welcome to another after show of Girls Planet 999, episode 6. Finally, it's getting a little juicier. Last episode, number 5, was kind of, boring. Terrible. It was terrible. The whole episode was showing the rankings of the girls. But this episode, we finally see some stuff happening. And here's a brief summary.
So in this episode, the cells were disbanded. They're no more. And the girls were now selecting groups between groups of 3, groups of 6, groups of 9.
Yep.
And each groups will compete in their respective fields. So groups of 3 will compete against groups of 3s. Mm-hmm. It's all individual voting now. And the last 10 people out of each country will be eliminated from this competition.
Yes.
In this episode, we saw girls picking their teams. Mm-hmm. Actually, some of the girls were pretty smart. Like, for example, Yeseo going into the All-Stars.
The top 9 All-Star group. I would line there too.
And also, some girls were not so smart. Mm-hmm. Like Lang Chiao stepping into VVS when she
didn't even know the song.
She doesn't
know how to rap.
She doesn't know Korean. She's completely clueless. Mm-hmm. Basically, the order was based on the rankings of the cells.
Yeah.
So the last picks, like Bora,
Wonjo.
Yeah, they just got whatever that was left. Mm-hmm. And that was, basically the episode.
So first of all, before we go into the performances, I just want to give a compliment to Mnet finally, because this time the selection of songs were really great. It was really diverse. We could see like vocal performances, we could see rapping and also dancing. And these songs were like, some of them were K-pop songs, but some of them were totally outside of the box. We had pop songs, we had old songs like Fate, rap songs like VVS. They were all popular ones as well. I think Mnet did a good job in making this catalog, because in this way we can excavate the diverse abilities and talents of these contestants, more than just like dancing or like the K-pop stuff. So Mnet, good job in that. And also, I think they cleverly made the system for the benefits as well, because it's like a tactic, strategic game. Whether you go into the 9-member group or the 3-member group, whether you're going to get high risk, high return. But if I were in their shoes, honestly, I would go into the 3-member group, because you get a lot of camera time, and also you can get more points if you happen to get number 1. But ironically, though, I thought the top 9 members who have like a boost of ego at this moment would choose like the 3-member groups, but most of them, more than half of them, went into like the
My conspiracy theory was that they already
joined it up
beforehand, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do this in the top 6.
I mean, they're like, I'm popular, you're popular.
I mean, like if I was in their shoes, I would.
It's a tactic too. So they're like, let's become a stable group, go the safe route. We all have our fandoms already, so let's pick the 6-member group. And I think it was a great choice too. And as we said previously, some people made good choices, some people made reckless choices, in my opinion. Yang Chiao, I was like cringing every moment when she was like,
I guess she's just enjoying the show.
But still, like you're in with other members. I mean, of course it's individual voting, but your individual performance will affect the other members' performances as well.
Down.
So it's kind of like, inconsiderate, and you don't even know the song, you don't even know how to rap, and you're just like, I felt brave, I chose this song, and you're like listening again and again and again. Yeah. That was kind of like, for me. So I kind of felt bad for the teams that ended up doing the raps, because like Bora, Wonjo, and the other...
They were not used to rapping.
They were not confident. They wanted to avoid those songs. But because they were like the last picks, they didn't have any choice. But in a turn of events, let's talk about the performances now, because they did actually well in the performances. First of all, we had Shita. We are.
And this song is, I would say, probably one of the hardest songs out of those groups, because these girls are not used to rapping.
Right. 90% of the song is rapping.
Kimbora, Wonjo, they were vocalists. And Manami.
How could you forget Manami? Oh my God.
Man, like they were struggling in the practice. But I gotta say,
it looked pretty horrible in the practice. I felt they were doomed, but at the performance, as you said, it was crazy.
Kimbora is extremely talented. She kills the vocal. She kills the rap. And I gotta give a lot of praise to
Manami.
Manami because she doesn't even know Korean.
Yeah.
Like, she can't speak Korean very well. And she was extremely unconfident. She eventually did it. And I mean, like, they say the lyrics are written by her, but I'm assuming like there was a lot of help involved.
No, I think they wrote it by themselves because it was very personal. Like, that's
I mean,
a
it
fact
was
I liked
personal,
about
but
it.
I guess it was refined by professional lyricists, is what I'm guessing.
Okay.
Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I doubt that Manami would write those Korean lyrics. What I'm saying is like she expressed herself in Korean despite not knowing the language very well. She was very good at rapping and she had that like rhythm. I really wanted to praise Manami for her improvement. Wonjo, on the other hand, I really liked her styling on the stage, but her overall performance wasn't that great compared to
Manami and
other members, as well as her previous performance. Definitely this stage, I gotta give credit to Kimbora and Manami.
Yeah.
They really killed
But
it.
overall, I think everyone was so good. They improved a lot from the midterm exam. And also Manami, as you said, like she just slayed. I think she might be qualified to go into Unpretty Rap Star next season.
Yeah.
Uwonje complimented her. He said, like, keep on pursuing doing rapping. I want to appreciate Uwonje for a bit. Like, it seems like he didn't have much of a big role in this program. Of course, it's not rap-centric. Still, I think he played a key role because he was the confidence guy. He boosted the team's morale. And he was like, yeah, stay confident. You can do it, guys. As a result, these girls look confident as hell on stage. For Manami's lyrics and the other girls' lyrics, I like the fact that they were really personalized.
Yeah, they wrote it themselves.
Something very rare we can see in K-pop these days. We were just talking about it in La Lisa's reaction on patreon.com/DKDKTV. If they were not aided to write the lyrics and they wrote them themselves,
like 100%, then that's like amazing.
Yeah, that's really
I cannot believe it, which is why like it's really good.
Yeah.
Going over to the next stage, we have Ice Cream. Ice Cream.
This
I
one
really
was
enjoy
good
this stage too.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Taeyeon is such a great leader.
Of course.
I think she is the best leader out of all the girls.
Yeah.
Like just the way she motivates the team and she takes care of the members that are falling behind, like that Japanese girl.
Yeah. She's like, run.
Right. And she's also like making all the choreo. And I love the fact that despite her having the killing part and also being the leader, she evenly distributed the parts where the choreo was highlighting, each member.
She gave
certain parts.
She gave each member a time to shine.
Right.
And that's really hard to do
Especially
on a survival program.
On a 9-member group?
Yeah.
That's really hard.
Yeah, and Sunmi actually pointed that out. She's got a keen eye. In my opinion, Ice Cream was a very bubbly and happy, well-performed performance. And it was so synchronized. Everyone was so good. I didn't see anyone falling back. I think Maya and Paye stood out as well. Like they had very good energy. I think this whole performance could be summarized as energy. Like it was a perfect stage in my opinion. I think it was flawless. Like nothing to criticize about it. Even Tiffany, from what I remember, she gave a standing ovation, right? I think it's a top seed for the number one spot.
Yeah. Well, they're only going against one team, so it's probably gonna be easier for them. Definitely, like Kim Daeyeon is now like my bias.
Yeah, she's got a lot of eyeballs on her now.
Yeah.
Like her leadership was next level.
And next, No Excuses, also a dance song by Megan Trainor and Hikaru. Okay, so she fixed her facial expressions.
She fixed her facial expression. The moment the camera started rolling, I was expecting that. But she interpreted the song correctly this time.
And I feel like Hikaru improved greatly. Like I thought she was already like one of the best trainees on this show, but like her fixing her facial expressions and the way that like she kind of understood what the masters were saying right away, and you could see that. Like you could see that she had it internalized now. And in this song, like I felt like she was the one that was most true to the feelings of the song.
Right.
Whereas Suyeon, she tried really hard. When the performance time came, she seemed very nervous.
I think she was good. She was really good. But I think
good,
the
but like her
rehearsal affected her a lot. Because she fell down on the rehearsal.
Yeah, I could feel that she was very nervous.
Yeah, But still, overall, I think she did 90% well on her performance.
Yeah.
It was just that little nervous feeling because of the rehearsal that affected her. And as you mentioned, I think this is maybe the first audition program I've seen to have that satisfactory feeling of watching the mentors commenting on this, giving them feedback, and looking at it getting fixed immediately. In both sides. Like, I think it's the first time I'm seeing mentors giving actual, real feedback that matter, and the contestants actually taking the feedback and improving themselves. So it's really satisfactory looking at that aspect. Next stage is Missing You, B2B.
So let's go over to Yurina.
Okay.
So Yurina
number one.
Was number one last episode among all the contestants. She was not doing so hot in the midterm, whatever you call it.
She got bombarded. You know, Im Han-byul. Oh my god, that dude, he's like a savage. Oh. You gotta watch our reaction on the watch party. Like,
he was like, you gotta pack your bags,
girl.
you're
gonna go home at this pace. You have nowhere else to go but down. Oh my god, this dude is savage as hell.
Cry on the spot.
Every time he's on the screen, I'm like holding my breath. Like, what's he gonna say this time?
I'm excited for whatever he's gonna say.
He's the Simon Cowell of this show, and I like him though.
Yeah,
I love him. He got no
filter.
Yeah, he got no filter.
And then like the funny thing was, obviously it's editing, but he like bombarded her with all these insults. Like, you gotta go home. You're gonna go down.
He didn't even care when she was crying.
And then she was crying, and then after, he was like for 20 seconds, he was like,
up to her.
Hey, sing from your chest, not from your vocal cords.
Fighting.
And then he went home. And it's like, bitch, you can't learn that in 20 seconds.
Hey, I saw the definition of what you call a 1-point lesson there.
Literally, like,
a 1-point lesson.
You sing from your chest, not from here. Voice. Obviously, that's not going to fix it. But like how HIKARU, like, she picked it up right away compared to Yurina. Like, she was still using her throat most of the time.
I mean, I guess singing. Like, that's how talented people communicate. Mentors and talented contestants, they get it, you know?
But it's like,
no bullshit,
she doesn't even
no
understand Korean fully.
Oh, yeah.
And you're expecting her to understand, like,
but I feel like the harsh dude, he's just giving her the essentials. He's like, do that, and you'll get good.
It's true. It's true. It's how everybody felt. But yeah, I like that interaction. And Yurina did improve eventually, but like, she was still like not at her best.
Not excellent.
She was not number one. Let's just say.
KUBO REINA
was number one on this stage. KUBO REINA, her singing reminds me of like Orange Caramel REINA, actually.
Oh yeah.
Like from, you know, those honey songs and stuff. Like she's like got a really good clear voice.
Right.
I really like her singing.
And her vocal skills are crazy enough. Like, she actually ate up all the members singing on the stage. I could only hear her. Like, no offense to other members, I could hear them like subtly in the background, but she was like just devouring up the stage. And I don't know if that's good or bad, like in a teamwork performance wise, but what I know that is she stood out, and it's an individual voting system now. So yeah, it's going to work in her advantage, I think.
Her right now.
Yeah.
And other members, Cho Shin-wi, she was okay.
I don't remember that much.
She was the rapper. And she kind of fit the song very well. She didn't remember any of the lyrics when it was the midterm. But and also An Jung-min. She had really good tone. Like, she had a lot of air.
Yeah, she looked like a pro. She looked like a pro ballad singer.
Fit the song.
Good ballady voice. So An Jung-min was very stable.
Overall, like, Missing You was okay stage. Yeah, it wasn't like Ice Cream. Ice Cream was definitely, I feel like, the best stage out of all the stages in this episode. So that's...
And I think a lot of people had a lot of expectations on Yurina, because she was number one, but she didn't really like deliver that much on this stage. She kind of got eaten up by KUBO REINA. Yeah. But I just don't understand Yurina's selection of this song in the first place, because I was kind of odd when she didn't pick the Fate team, because all the other top 9 members were going there, but she went only herself to this one. And I was like, what is she thinking? You know, she might have some strategy in her mind.
Maybe she likes B2B.
I guess. This is all hypothetical, but if Yurina was in the Fate team and with that white dress and, you know, doing all those like twirly and Chinese looking moves, that would have been really, really good. Yeah, we got to talk about the Fate team. I mean, we didn't see the performance. We saw like a teaser.
We saw Kangyeso crying.
Yeah, Kangyeso crying and her actually doing like starting off the intro part. But that was very impactful. Her facial expression in the beginning, like those 3 seconds.
Everybody was like, why is she crying?
No, she was like actually very into the song. Very emotional. And the whole audience was crying. I'm really looking forward to the next show. We were like, oh, there's no way they're going to show this team in this episode. But as we expected, Mnet just cut it there. We have no choice but to watch the next episode.
Yeah, Mnet being Mnet. But that was a great episode. I really enjoyed it.
It was one of the best ever.
And the performances were very diverse. Yes. I really appreciated that. It's not just K-pop covers. Yes. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Fate performance. As well as the other performers. I'm actually looking forward to VVS. I want to see how Liang Qiao does.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to turn out.
My expectations are not.
But let's quickly go over our top 3.
Honestly, I think the top 3, we might have a consensus here because it's pretty obvious in my opinion. For this episode, limited. Of course, Manami, her rapping skills were just so good in We Are performance. I think I rediscovered her. I didn't know who she was in the beginning.
I don't think she's top 3 material though.
But in this episode, especially, I think she stood out. And the second one is definitely Taeyeon. She shined a lot with her leadership skills. Her performance was solid. And also KUBO REINA. Okay. Her vocal
We're going to have a lot of consensus. I also picked number 1, KUBO REINA. Number 2, Taeyeon. Both great, talented people. Taeyeon's extremely good leader. Number 3, I'm going to pick Taibing. She didn't perform, but she showed her leadership too. I like her like fierceness.
She didn't perform, but she got a top 3 slot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's how the idol industry works.
Yeah, I guess.
You show your personality. Taibing's fierce. She's a fierce.
I don't like that kind of people.
She takes what she wants. She knows what she wants.
I like people like Taeyeon.
I like that.
I
like leaders. No. I like alpha girls.
Yeah, she kind of gives me K vibes. It's a different type of leadership. Yeah, I agree.
So there you go. That's episode 6. Please go to our Patreon, patreon.com/DKDKTV. You can watch our full reaction. And this was the biggest reaction for our watch party in all the Girls Planet episodes.
I think the Imhamdeol part.
The Imhamdeol part, so we were funny. Like, oh. Oh no, oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Nowhere. Nowhere to go. Oh. Dude made her cry. Oh, he's keep on going. Oh. He's a savage.
And all the stages were so good, so we were like clapping and all. So
so go watch that on patreon.com/DKDKTV.
And also another reason to sign up is because after this watch party, we're starting a new one with Street Woman Fighter, which is the hottest show in Korea right now, and probably you guys are watching as well. We're going to start watching that, so sign up for our $10 tier and you'll get access to DP, Girls Planet 999, and Street Woman Fighter. Make sure you sign up.
Bye-bye.